to my YouTube channel. My name is Lillian Cassidy and I am a faith-based content creator. But today's video is going to be a little bit different. Today's video is for those of you that have gotten your call of number and are going to NYSC Orientation Camp very soon. That is, I think, on the 23rd or 22nd, I don't know exactly when, but I just felt the need to make this video and share with you some of you that are confused about like what to take for NYSC camp, what to pack with you and all that. This video is for you. During the time when I was supposed to go to NYSC camp, if not for my sister that had gone to camp before me, I would have been totally clueless on things like what to pack, what to carry to camp, the documents I needed. If I did not have an older sibling that just came back from camp, I would have been entirely clueless. So I can get why you must be confused or why you are struggling to find out what to get for camp. Even if you're on the NYSC group chat, it's better to have someone tell you person to person, and that's what we're going to be doing here today. We're going to be starting off with documents, all the documents you need to take to camp with you. So forgive me if I'm looking down on my laptop, but that is because I need to see, like I wrote down a list for you guys, so I need to see everything to like tell you. So for documents, for registration documents needed in camp, so these are documents that you're going to use that first day you get to camp. There's going to be registration done in camp, so these are the documents that you're going to use. Firstly, you're going to need passport photographs. This can be 8 or 10. I advise that you do just 8 because you're still going to take passports in camp with your crested as you're going to be given in camp. So the first thing you need is a passport. Passport 8 copies, white background. Do not use any other background except for white. You're going to need your school ID card. You're also going to need your original statement of results or your certificate endorsed by an authorized officer with an authentic signature. So you're going to get your statement of results authorized by your school with your school logo and stamp and everything. You're going to go with your original to camp, or if you have your certificate, you're going to go with your certificate to camp. Next thing you need is your green card or your green slip. You know after you've done your registration and you've got it, so that thing that shows up on your portal, that green slip that shows on the portal that okay, you have registered successfully for the so this thing NYSC camp, so you are going to print that out. That is your green slip. In case you are too confused about what all these things are, let's say you just go to a cyber cafe rather, and just meet with them. They will handle it for you. So your green slip, your original color plate for NYSC camp. So you get this color plate, I think it's some days before you go to camp. So this will be printed directly from the NYSC portal. So you're to get your original color plate directly from the NYSC portal. It's going to come by portal some days before you go to camp. So you're going to print that out. Then you're going to need your medical fitness from a government hospital. Now, I believe that by now you should have gotten your medical fitness report, because if you've not gotten it, then what are you doing? Honestly, what are you doing? For medical doctors, pharmacies, and medical researchers, actually they study med lab. So for camp, you need her license. So you're going to need your medical license for you to be able to go to camp. Here it says that you need your medical doctors, pharmacists, physiotherapists, and optometrists that will be evidence of registration with their professional bodies. So that means you're supposed to have your license of service of operating, like your professional license. You're supposed to have a copy of that for camp. All married women, ensure you go with all the documents you uploaded during your online registrations. Very important. So if you're a married woman or you're a pregnant woman or you're married and you're going to camp, registration camp, I don't know if you want to stay in camp or you don't want to stay in camp, just make sure that on that first day you're going to camp, you're going with all the documents that you filled online, all the documents that you uploaded online, you take them with you to orientation camp. Another thing you need is your addendum. So you need your addendum. The addendum is that first page of your NYSC. When you log into your portal, that first page is your addendum. I printed rubbish. So go to a cyber cafe and tell them that you want to print your NYSC addendum. They know what it is. They're going to print it for you. Okay. But for poly graduates, like graduates that from Polytechnic, you're going to need your IT letter and a valid means of identification. So if you're ready from a Polytechnic, you're going to need your IT letter and a valid means of identification. And make sure you have at least 3 photocopies of each of these documents. You can have up to 4 or 5, but 4 or 5 is just excessive. But make sure you have at least 3 of these things. Something that's also much here, make sure you have your bank verification number before you get to camp. Make sure you have it written down somewhere or stored somewhere in your phone. That is your BVN, because you're going to need to create a bank in camp. And so you need your bank verification number and needs to be linked to the phone number that you're using for camp, because just to avoid stress, just make sure you get it now. Because when I went to camp and I was opening my, we had to fill in our bank verification number. There are a lot of people that did not have theirs or could not get theirs, or the phone they're using was not connected to their bank verification number, the number rather they're using. But there was no way for them to even try to get the BVN, so really cool. So make sure you have that sorted. If you are a married woman and you were posted to another state that is not your husband's state, just kindly ignore it and go to the desired state that you want. And when you get there, it will be sorted out there, and you will get a new color data on your dashboard. All these things will be linked, would be in the description box down below. So if you don't get or you don't remember everything I'm going to say here, just check the description box below and you're going to see everything that is said out from documents and things you need to buy. Now that we're done with that, we're going to go to things that you need for camp, things that you need to buy for camp. Now let's start with clothing. Again, I had a slide that just came up from camp, so I had most of these things already lying, but if you don't, I advise that on your group chat you see them doing NYSC kids, NYSC this. If you don't do that, just go to the market and source for them yourselves. So what you need are 4 white shirts, 4 white shorts. Now I'm saying completely white shirts. Try to offer materials that are thick, so that because the ones they're going to give in camp actually 2 in camp, 2 shirts and 2 shorts in camp, but those ones are lightweight. They might not be your desired size, and they are very see-through. The quality is not exactly nice. So if you are not, if you think that buying 4 will you spending too much, just go with 2 since you're going to get in camp. But if you don't mind that extra expense to actually wear something you're comfortable with, because the white shirts and shirts that I got in camp, I never wore them just because they were not just fit, so I never wore them in camp at all. I think I still have them in my boxes. Never used. Okay, no, I gave it out before I left camp. So get 4 white shirts and 4 white shorts. You're going to need 1 rubber canvas. Look, I know that you have fine canvas, I know that you have beautiful Nikes, but please don't carry them to camp because most camps have red sand and are muddy, and rainy season is fast approaching. So I think a rubber canvas, I know a rubber canvas would be a better option for you. For me in camp, and why this is a better option because it is very easy to just pour water or use wipes to like wipe it off, wipe the dirt off, and then you're good to go outside. You're also going to need socks. So you can get 2 extra pairs of socks. So you will be given some pairs of socks in camp, 2 pairs of socks in camp. So you can get 2 extra pairs of socks. I had like 4 extra, which was really good for me because I did not have the strength to keep washing and washing over and over again. So I just have new ones to wear while I wait for the dry cleaner to bring the other ones. Yes, I did not wash in camp because there was no time for me. Then you're going to need 2 singlets and 2 tights for the ladies. So this is black please, because I hate it when I go outside in camp and I'm seeing a girl skin brown and how much is like, sister, why? So make sure you go with a black singlet and black tights, or 2 or 3 depending on how many you want to carry, but you want to pack light because it's camp. You're not going to have enough space as you would like to. So yeah, pack light. And then you need 1 jean and 1 trad. The jean is for sometimes they have like this carnival, this jean carnival in camp. I don't know the camp you're going to go to. In my camp, the carnival we had was just 1, the cultural day, but people were wearing jean, and I was in Kuba camp. I did my own teacher camp in Kuba, Abuja. So yeah, jean and trad. So now these are other things that you need. You need 2 bed sheets. Why I say 2? Because 1 is going to get dirty and you need to send it to the dry cleaner, or if you want to wash it yourself. So you need, that is where don't be clothing you're going to others. So you need 2 bed sheets, you need a pillow and pillowcase. Not all camps will give you a pillow, so I went to camp with my own pillow and I just wore a pillowcase over it. So we're going to go to camp with a pillow and 2 pillowcases for any amount of pillowcase that you need. Then you're going to go with your detergent and wash your soap. Now, even if this is also necessary, even if you are not going to be washing your clothes yourself, because you have things like your undies, you have things like your socks that you may just want to quickly wash, you have things like your singlets that you might not want to give to the laundry people or the laundry people to wash for you. So I advise that you go with your detergent, washing soap. And if you also want to buy from Marine Market, you can. Marine Market has everything, but the price is just going to be like 3 times or 4 times more than what you budgeted for. So go with your detergent and your washing soap. You're going to go with your toiletries, your pad. Pad is very important because more than 70% of ladies get their period in camp. They menstruate in camp. I got my period in camp, so you might want to pack your pad just in case. Even if you have seen it for the month, trust me, just get it. So you're going to need a flask and a water bottle for when you're on the parade ground during the parade. Trust me, you know what a parade is when you get to camp. When you're on the parade ground, you need also a flask if you're going to be eating food from the kitchen. If you're going to buy from Mami Market, you don't really need a flask. You can also carry a flask if you don't want to pay for takeaway bags, but you can just go with just get a flask. You would also need your provisions. I advise you not to pack it because I packed provisions and I did not really take eat much of it like as I expected that I would. You will not really have time to legit eat good food, talk less of provisions. So the time that you have to eat, you would want to spend that eating actual food. And I also go with buckets and a potty. Trust me, I'm not talking about baby potty. You can just buy this custard rubber. They sell those ones in front of the when you get to your camp, in front of the gate, you see women selling all these things. Those women will try to cheat you, so try to break down the price if you don't get it from outside, like to just cut down expenses. You can also get it inside the camp from the mommy market, but it's going to be more expensive. So if you know that you don't want extra load, but you also don't want to buy it in camp that's very expensive, buy it from the gate of the camp, the gate before you enter inside the camp. Because once you enter inside the camp, you cannot and will not be allowed to go outside for any reason unless you're taking an exercise or you're going home maybe on medical or sick grounds. So you need your wrapper to cover your body, you need additional white socks, white sweater or hoodie. Trust me guys, I'm not so sure about the green, but you cannot wear any other color apart from white in camp. Because in Abuja Kubwa camp, they do not even allow the green sweaters. So I advise you to go with a white sweater, because Abuja camp in the morning, guys, it's like 0 degrees, guys. You need a fanny pack, a pouch where you can put all your power banks, your phone, your charger, just your lip gloss, anything that you want to carry inside. Just somewhere, put your money to your padlock, your keys inside that fanny pack. Power bank. I did not carry power bank to camp and I regretted it. So get your power bank, get charger. A mini fan is optional for like parade grounds or if you inside side lectures and that place is hot. Nothing can prepare you guys for side lectures. No amount of talking I do prepare you guys for 5 hours of sitting down and listening to boring lectures where you're going to sit through it, my dear. So I advise that you go with biscuits if you want to go with biscuits, and you drink shades. I forgot to carry my shades. I'm going to link all these things down in the description. I'm going to list them down there. So if you don't get anything, don't bother about it. Then you need an ID card holder and a tag. So this is what I mean. This is the ID card holder and this is obviously the rope. A correction pen just when you're filling out your documents, in case you make a mistake, it's optional. You need a stapler too, optional. You will need a shoe brush to wash your shoes if you're going to be carrying leather shoes. You will need 2 padlocks minimum because you need to lock your box and your duffel bag, because I took a box and a duffel bag and I advise that you carry a box and a duffel bag. Just it's simpler to carry a medium-sized box and a duffel bag. Then you need deodorants. You guys, even if you don't buy perfume, buy deodorant to camp. Don't go to camp and smell. Buy deodorant. Bathroom slippers and a permanent marker. So you're going to be given an NYSC kit in camp. This includes your khaki jacket, your crested vest, your khaki trousers, that's the white green that you see camp core members wearing. You're going to be giving your jungle boots, that is those khaki colored boots. And then you're going to be giving me your white canvas to in camp. For Muslim listeners, please use a white hijab. Take only a white hijab to camp. You'll not be allowed to wear any other color. If you don't want, you're not going to be showing your legs, get a white host, a white inner legged. What do you call that thing? A host. What's it called? Shall I get a white one? Because black was allowed for a while in my camp, but then later on it was like stopped. Like they could not wear a black again later on. So I just advise to be on the safer side, just go with a white one. Some things that were not allowed in my camp. Don't carry a canvas. If you have a Crocs, it should not be for outside because they are going to see your Crocs, guys, especially in Kubwa camp. And some camps don't allow metallic bottles, like all those bottles that retain hot water. But in my camp in Kubwa, it was allowed, and I went with one that retained cold water, and it was a Bliss permanent marker, which I think I mentioned before. But you want to write your name on everything before you go to camp because that is all I have to say. Just know that if they steal your things, accept it. Don't fight for it. Don't fight for it. Nobody's going to answer you because, my dear, it's on your own. I went to Abuja camp and trust me, this is overrated. My best part of camp was parade and money market. Money market has to be like top 10 because there's nothing you cannot buy in money market, guys. Do not forget your power bank for any reason. I think I've said everything that I need to say. I wish you well in camp. I pray that God guides you. I pray that you don't come back with a camp gift like I did, because I came back with, I have a huge, not huge, it's huge, like a scar on my leg from camp. I got injured in camp and it looks like a tiger scratched me in 2 places on my leg. So guys, be careful out there. These girls, those boys in camp are hungry. They are hungry wolves. They are rebelling wolves looking for people to devour, flee. That's it for this video, guys. If you want to see what camp actually looks like, you can watch my camp vlog. I'm going to leave it somewhere on the screen as this video is ending, just somewhere there, just going to see it. Don't forget to, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. Once again, I am Lillian Cassidy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I pray for you a wonderful camp experience full of love and joy. And with that said, I'll see you guys in another video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all. Bye.